You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back to Vocal Technologist. It's Product Thursdays, and today we're really diving into the world of design. Got some fascinating stuff to unpack.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be looking at, those subtle design choices, how they really shape your experience, and also the bigger picture for designers right now.
And that constant tension, too, right?
Yeah.
Aesthetics versus making sure it actually works for everyone.
Exactly. That usability piece.
Okay, let's kick things off with iOS 26. There's this, clever trick they're using. You know when your phone just feels faster sometimes? Apparently, it's these new app launch animations. They shaved off, about 150 milliseconds? And added a little warp effect.
Right. It's perception management, essentially.
Totally. It's not actually faster processing, but it feels that way, especially on those high refresh screens.
Yeah.
It's almost like a little magic trick for your brain.
It really is. And it shows just how much perceived performance matters for user satisfaction. It's quite brilliant design-wise.
But if we connect that to the rest of iOS 26, there's this liquid glass UI.
Yes, the liquid glass. Visually, it's quite striking. Lots of translucency, frosted effects.
That's cool.
It does look cool. But there are concerns. It seems to maybe prioritize that look over basic stuff like readability.
No, so?
Well, some reports mention poor color contrast in places, customization options aren't super robust, and critically, accessibility features can be kind of buried.
Okay, so that beauty versus function thing again. Where do you draw the line between something looking amazing and something being genuinely usable for everybody?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it leads into another challenge designers are facing, this sort of existential feeling.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Like, being a designer used to feel like this really meaningful path, but now maybe just another job.
It's a complex feeling. Part of it might be that the very tools designers created, the frameworks, the templates, even AI are starting to automate parts of the craft.
Making things streamlined, but maybe losing some of the soul.
Potentially. Think about Decart's AI video platform. They've had this huge breakthrough in GPU optimization.
Right, I read about that. The cost reduction is insane.
It really is. Generating video used to cost, hundreds of dollars an hour sometimes? Now they're talking under 25 cents.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's game-changing.
Absolutely game-changing. It democratizes powerful tools, which is great in one way, but it also highlights this paradox for creatives, the tools they helped build.
Yeah, and it's hitting the job market, right?
Seems like it. We're seeing fewer entry-level graphic design roles advertised, only about 13% of recent listings. Companies seem to be leaning more on internships.
Often unpaid, I bet.
Often unpaid, yes, which makes it incredibly difficult for new talent to even get started. It really raises the barrier to entry.
That's tough. So democratize tools, but a harder path in. What does that mean long term? Does cheaper, faster AI generation devalue the human skill?
Well, that's the debate, isn't it? It definitely empowers more people to create, which is fantastic. But yeah, there's a risk that when high-quality output becomes so easy and cheap, the nuance skill, the human eye, the craft part feels less special.
Or maybe the valued skill shifts. Like it becomes less about using the tools and more about designing the AI tools themselves.
That's a very real possibility, a really interesting, maybe slightly scary shift for the whole industry to navigate.
But amidst all this change, the actual craft of design isn't dead. It's evolving, becoming maybe even more intentional in places, like motion design.
Oh, definitely. Motion design is a great example. When it's done well, systematically, it's incredibly powerful.
How so? What are the key ideas there?
Well, good motion design guides your attention, reinforces the brand's feel. There are core principles people follow, like using ease-out curves, mostly.
So things slow down smoothly, like in the real world.
Exactly. And matching the animation speed to the size of the thing moving, using faster animations when things disappear so the interface feels quick.
Right, less waiting.
And using spring animations. They give this little bounce, a more natural, almost physical feel. It provides feedback.
Like when you tap a button and it gives a little pulse.
Precisely. It's about restraint, though. Not just animating everything constantly, it's purposeful. Using motion strategically to make the experience better, clearer, maybe even a little more delightful, those micro moments matter.
Okay, so from tiny animation tweaks affecting how fast your phone feels, to AI potentially reshaping entire creative careers, design is really at a fascinating point right now.
It absolutely is. Which kind of brings us to a final thought for you listening. In this world where AI can generate incredible visuals almost instantly, and interfaces sometimes chase trends over function, how do designers hold on to their creative voice?
And how do we make sure that accessibility, that real human need, stays right at the center of everything we build and experience?
Something to think about.
Spoken Tech for your ears.